Hey guys, welcome back to the True Aussie Gamer channel, here for our Daniel Ricciardo career mode. I know you guys were probably expecting Canada. Unfortunately, all of my files for that race got corrupted. So I do not have any of those files at all. It is gone. I had to delete all of them, and I do not skip on to France. Now, as you're probably noticing, in the lower right corner, I am on a wheel. I recently purchased a Logitech G920. I know it's a little bit old, but it works like an absolute champion. Anyways, unfortunately, we had a failure in the departments. We did not get our engine power upgrade that we really needed for this race. So that's a bit unfortunate. Just having a look, going across to the season results just to show you. So we qualified in 8th for Canada, and it ended up being a wet, I think it was a full wet race or a dry to wet. Anyways, we finished 5th, which was a pretty good result considering that we're following on and we're ending that bad run of 2 19th places from Azerbaijan and Spain. Pierre finished in P13. He didn't have the best of runs, I'm going to be honest with you, but then again, he's an AI. He doesn't exactly do what us crazy humans can do. So yeah, that's really that. We're just going to simulate practice right now. So yeah, no Canada, and we're just going to go straight into France. I have had 0 practice going into this, so quali should be an absolute dream, I'm telling you. Anyways, getting in those resource points, hopefully we get enough that we can mitigate the failure of that spark plug upgrade, that major engine power upgrade that we desperately need right now. Hopefully we can mitigate it. And we can. Alright, so that'll come in guaranteed for Austria, which is good, because Austria is also a big power track, so that will help massively. Just having a look at the progress history and our R&D chart, we've got a major weight reduction coming in for Britain, obviously, as you guys remember, but look at that mid-pack, that fight that we have here between ourselves, Alfa Romeo, Renault, McLaren, Haas, and Racing Point. It is insane right now. Anyways, here we go for qualifying.
The circuit is rubbing in with practice, but this is still a difficult session as our drivers fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying for the French Grand Prix. Joining me in the commentary box today, Anthony Davidson. This is really the moment that the pressure picks up, Ant, I think. All of that data from practice will have gone into formulating the team's strategies today. It's obviously incredibly important to the teams to try and stick to the game plan. Is it just down to the driver to execute that?
Simple as that, isn't it, Crofty? The teams clearly have their strategies in place, but now it's time just to let them get out there and do what they do best. But you are right, it really is up to the drivers out there, not just to deliver on teams' predictions, but also to deal with the things they can't predict. Clear focus and a calm head, that's really what they need.
So here we are at La Castellet for the one-shot qualifying here. We're going to put in the freshest possible engine because this is a big power track, as we know, and as I'm sure you all well and truly know. France is insane. Loading up our dry setup for France. It's going to remain dry for the entire week, and lower the fuel load. Here is our setup. 3.7 wings, and and just go through that. You can pause at any time you want. If you want to steal that setup, go ahead. Anyways, here we go. Alright, so here we go. We're down in P13, obviously. Well, actually, no, we're going up. Okay. Turn 1, dropping down to 5th. Missed the apex a little bit. And massive understeer through there, too. Yikes, this is not going to go well at all. Yeah, I'm just suffering from major understeer right now. It might be that I'm just out of practice with the wheel, or it could be a setup issue. Who knows? I won't know until I properly analyze this. What's happened? Anyways, another missed apex. We're down in P18 currently, but we're looking to mitigate that in 2nd and 3rd sectors. Nice and aggressive on the brakes into here, dropping it down to 2nd so that we can get the rotation through there. Very aggressive on the revs as per usual. We fly down the 2nd part of the back straight here into sector 3. And nice and easy on the throttle, nice and calm. There we go. Good run through there. And massive understeer through there. I just could not turn the car at all. I think it might be that I'm just not used to the wheel in this game right now. And so I'm putting on too much steering lock, who knows, but too eager on the power out of the last corner. P15, P16, P16 for the race.
Well, that's further back than we'd like, but don't worry about it. Just means more fun for us tomorrow.
Well said, Jeff. A lot more fun for us tomorrow.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin,
Pierre Gasly in
P10
P10 there, Lewis Hamilton in P1.
And Sebastian Vettel.
Our rival Lando Norris in P9. This is not the best. It's going to drop us back in the rivalry, unfortunately. Yeah, as you can see there, he's up on us by 1 point, and so is Pierre. Get those resource points in, those measly little resource points that you get for qualifying. There we go. Skip through all of this. Somehow get the pause
Obviously,
menu.
I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time.
Shut up, Emma.
Try to make up for it in the race.
Shush. No one cares. We don't care. We're gonna run this race like a king. Let's just have a little look around. I don't know why, but here we go.
Hello and welcome to the Circuit Paul Ricard, current home of the French Grand Prix, an event dating all the way back to 1906. It's been held at many venues over the years, with famous moments from Dijon and Manicourt the feature of many a highlights reel. And let's hope we see more of those in the race today. 6 lefts and 9 rights give us a total of 15 corners here at the Circuit Paul Ricard, and a lap covers an overall distance of 3.6 miles. Average speeds will be somewhere in the region of 142 miles per hour, and they'll be maxing out on the Mistral straight at around 205 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Bailey. As with all the drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition, but Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
That's right, it is a difficult environment to come into. In junior categories, you're competing against drivers with similar levels of experience, but some of these guys in Formula One...
Ben Daly!
But I have to say, in
Ben Daly up in here!
So far, so good.
He's going to give us the win.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Alexander Albon, and Verstappen, Perez, Raikkonen, Norris, and Pierre Gasly, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Roman Grosjean, and Ricciardo, Magnussen, Bailey, Lance Stroll, and George Russell. Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Alright, here we are on the grid for the French Grand Prix here at Paul Ricard, sitting in a measly 16th place, and okay, mediums to hards. We can't go soft to medium? Apparently not. How interesting. That'd make this interesting, then, wouldn't it? I don't really want to start on the medium compound tyre, though, because I want to get the hards out of the road so I can charge back towards the end. Okay, so apparently we can use the softs, just in a 3-stopper. Okay, then. There we go. We're going to push the hard compound tyre so that we only have 10 laps on the mediums. Take out all the fuel we need. I'm going to drop it down to 51 kilos of fuel. And away we go. Formation lap time, people. Nice and calm off the start. That's an issue. That's an issue. Oops, I've actually got my ERS set to automatic. It shouldn't be. Oops, just mitigate that. There we go. Alright. And already getting rid of a bollard. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Bollard's gone. Pushing the engine, make sure it can take all the revs, making sure the brakes can take the temperatures, getting the tyres up. We've just got another bollard. These bollards must seriously think I'm just out to get them. And just making sure that we get full coverage, all 8 gears. There we go. Making sure it can take the downshifts. Really just sort of right now just trying to get a feel to see how the car might behave in race conditions here. And at the moment you can't entirely get a lot of a good feel. I mean, the car feels okay at the moment, but you won't know. You won't know until you start. Anyways. Here we go, reforming the grid. Stand by. Just warming up those rears. We're gonna slot nicely into the box. There we go. Look back. Everyone's ready. Let's go. 5 red lights. And we are go for the French Grand Prix here at Paul Ricard. It's a decent start up against everybody else. We're instantly up into rich and hot lap ERS modes into turn 1 we go, trying to keep it clean, trying to go around the outside of the Haas. We can't get the job done. Actually, it was two Haas cars. Okay then, didn't see the second one. Anyways, Russell right up on our rear. We're just trying to calmly navigate the first sector. Once we get through the first sector, everything sort of calms down. Russell on our outside trying to make a move. We deny him that position. Anyways, back up into hot lap ERS mode. We completely go wide out through there. Had too much steering lock on again. Down the back straight for the first time. Into the chicane. Aggressive on the brakes. Almost drilled the back of Grosjean and Ricciardo. Very nicely avoided, thankfully. Just make sure that these tyres are up and awake whilst we try and push for a position. Here, now we're going to go, are we going to go down the inside of Grosjean here? We are indeed, but we cop a whack and go wide. He cuts down on the inside, tries to get the position back, but we deny him that right as we proceed to understeer into the shadow roll and almost give him back the position again. Giving him the space, just trying to give him a little bit of a squeeze though, and we confirm P15 as our new position. A little bit of a frantic lap 1, I would say. I would definitely agree that that was a bit frantic. Now we just got to get into a rhythm and start pushing up towards Ricciardo, and we go wide there out of turn 2. Not the best thing to see happen on the second lap, not entirely the best thing. Still trying to get used to this Logitech. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm still trying to get used to it. I've got like 20 different games that I'm trying to get used to. All of them behave differently. I've got 2019, 2020, 2021 Forza games, Assetto Corsa. I'm just trying to get used to everything. Dropping down an extra gear into second, but we didn't. We really shouldn't have done that, to be honest. We went too aggressive on the brakes. Grosjean trying to go up the inside now, and he makes that move stick. Or will he? So we look down the inside once again on Grosjean, and we keep it clean. Very nicely done. And we reconfirm P15 as our spot. Very aggressive on the downshifts there, as per usual. I don't know why I like to be that aggressive on it. Because I know it probably does more damage to the engine, but
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
And there we go, DRS is active. Not that we're within DRS range of Ricciardo at the moment. Grosjean trying to go up the inside of turn 2 slams us wide. We've been displaced, now Stroll's going to have a look up the inside. And he gets that spot. So we're down into P17 now. DRS on Stroll down the back straight here. Can we catch up with him? We can certainly potentially catch up to Grosjean. We're going to go aggressive into the braking zone. We're not quite close enough. So we're going to have to bide our time here, unfortunately. Just trying to save ERS and get the fuel levels back up right now, so we can make a charge later on in the race. These 50% races, they're a lot more strategy than just pumping out lap time. Which is good. Anyways, DRS down the front straight on Grosjean. That was a absolutely atrocious exits there, sitting up on top of the curb. That was not ideal.
5 seconds.
We're now outside of DRS range of Stroll, but these two are fighting, so we should be able to quite easily get back within range. Just trying to take it easy on the car a little bit. Don't want to get excess damage to the ICE or any other components. Anyways, we've got DRS back again. DRS, hot lap, rich mix. Let's see how much closer we can get. They're definitely fighting. They are most definitely fighting. Grosjean with the lockup. And we go down this second portion of the back straight. Catching rapidly. Ooh, that was close. That was very, very close. Okay, having a little peek up the inside just to try and stress Stroll out a little bit more. Just showing the nose. Stressing him out. Trying to force a mistake. It's nice and easy, these 50% races. You can take your time with things. And that's exactly what I'm doing here with Stroll. I'm just biding my time. Conserving the fuel load. Wide out of turn 2 again. There's definitely an issue with understeer here. I'm not sure whether it's the tyres, the setup, or just how I'm driving the car. It could be a combination of all three. I think that's what it is. It's just these hard tires that don't have the amount of mechanical grip to back up that aerodynamical grip. I don't even know if that's a word, to be honest. And then I'm just putting too much steering lock on at the moment. I think that's really just what's happening here as we run right up and fly away from Grosjean here. Are we going to get Stroll as well? We're looking. He clips the bollard. We go up the inside. Sticks around us on the outside. Gonna push the engine and we're going to get P15 back. Very nicely done, very clean. It was a good fight. Anyways, Norris about a second, 2 seconds up the road. You can see him actually. So we're not going to try and push for Norris, which is going to try and build a gap to Stroll and get the battery back up, as Jeff literally just reminds us. We need to charge the battery, get the battery back up, get the fuel mix down, or up at the moment. It needs to go back down, but we have to unfortunately defend from Stroll, who has DRS on us down the front straight. We go into turn 1, we take the relatively ideal line and keep the position. So now it's just a matter of slowly building that gap to the cars behind, not trying to catch Norris here, although we are a little bit. We're just trying to build that gap, trying to get out of DRS range. Because they still are within DRS range. It's not something you want, but they're still fighting, so we do have a chance to get out. Yeah, but if they stop fighting, everything's over. Grosjean now at P16, so they're definitely squabbling. 100% they're squabbling. This Logitech wheel, I really do like the feel of it. Unfortunately, because of how the brakes are at the moment, I can't really do trail braking or anything, so I can't entirely get rid of ABS just yet. So, I mean, that's a little bit unfortunate. I am trying to get to a point where I can get rid of traction control. As here comes Grosjean trying to get us in through turn 1 and 2. He does not succeed. Yeah, just the feel from it. I mean, it is a decent budget wheel. I mean, it cost me like $500 at least for the entire thing, because I got the shifter mod to go with it. But yeah, there are other things that I could do. I could put an F1 wheel mod on it. I could get a True Force brake mod. I don't really think I need to at the moment. It's fine the way it is. Anyways, still trying to build that gap to Grosjean. Yeah, they're still fighting. I'm not entirely sure if they're still fighting. Yes, they are. Okay. But we're out of DRS range now, so that is good. And we're still slowly catching Norris, which is what we want. We don't necessarily want to be rapidly catching him. We just want to be slowly catching him. Just to slowly build the pressure on himself and keep the pressure off myself. Anyways, Pierre goes into the pits for his first pit stop of the day. Lap 7, a little bit early, if I'm honest with you, but
Pierre is in the
that
pits.
is understandable. And we are most surely we're far enough away from him now. People are starting to make their pit stops though, so the order's a bit shaken up as we're now in P12. Yeah, we are out of DRS range of Stroll, so that is good. They can't use that to catch back up to us, and now we can just calm the car down, bring the charge back up, push the engine just a little bit. We don't want too much extra fuel on board. And just to maintain that gap, because we are on the slowest compound tyre here. But we are actually catching Norris almost by 0.2 a lap. I think that's what it is. I believe that's what we're catching by, so that's good. 0.2 is more than enough. It could be even 0.2 a sector. Yeah, that ERS charge is back up pretty decently now as Norris peels off into the pit lane. A lot of people making their stops, so we're going to jump pretty up high in the standings here.
Let's keep them that way for as long as we can.
Actually, how far do we go? Don't actually go that far. We get into P8, just behind Hamilton. We're not going to overtake him. He's not our fight. He's way too quick for us. We're just going to sit behind him and get free DRS. He's not our fight. And there we go, there's the free DRS. The English DRS. Not that we're going to get it the second time off of him, he's going to absolutely fly away in the third sector, but... New strategy, what is it? Okay, so we're coming in... Yep, we're coming in a lap early. Alright. So, lap 16, which means 11 laps on the medium compound tyre. Tyres are pretty okay at the moment. 23%, 23, 24. So I mean, that's not too bad. The tyres still have some life in them.
The car ahead of you is
Leclerc up on behind us. We're going to see if we can just let him go. Yeah, we're just going to see if we can let him go going down the front straight here. I think that's probably the smartest thing to do at the moment. Yeah, we're just going to let him go. We're going to peel off We're just letting him go through. There you go, Leclerc. And Bottas is behind us as well. We're going to get free DRS either way here. So, I mean, it helps us and it helps them, so I mean, I'll take it. Free DRS here, and we're also just going to let Bottas go as well. We're not going to push the engine all that much. We're just going to let Bottas go here. He's got Vettel behind him. Vettel's not going to make it in time to get past me through this chicane here, so we're just going to let him pass on the next part of the straight. There you go, Vettel. Off you go, buddy. Come on. Just don't let Stroll past. There you go. Just slotting him behind. Ooh. He almost lost it there. That was a bit concerning. Anyways, now Stroll is once again behind us. Unfortunately, we cannot get rid of the bastard.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Unfortunately, we can't. And he's back within DRS range too, so not where I want him to be. So we just need to grow that gap again. We don't need to push towards Vettel and the others because there's no way we're going to catch them. We just need to grow this gap to Stroll so he doesn't get the DRS, because DRS at France is like insanity. If you've got a decently aerodynamic car with good power, you're just gonna fly.
P9, you're running in P9. Bottas is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 1.8 seconds. They're on fresh hards. Stroll behind. Less than a second separate you. They're on old mediums. The distance to the leader is 10.0 seconds. Pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps, 17 laps to go.
And here comes Stroll trying to go up the inside through the fast right hand. He's not getting any of it. We go into long, sweeping double right-hander. Still right up behind us. And who's actually behind it? I think it's Grosjean that's still behind him, yeah. So we're just gonna slowly try to get away from Stroll here. These hard tires, I don't know, they're just not alive. I don't have the grip within them to get through a corner without understeering. As you can see, I go wide again, which is going to be a recurring thing for this entire video. I'm going to be honest with you, it's just going to keep on happening. I'm either going to miss an apex, or I'm going to go wide through a turn, or I'll take too much apex like I did then, so I don't end up going wide. We're not turning up the engine. Stroll's got the DRS. I don't know why we've not turned up the engine here. He's looking to go up the inside. We give him the room, but he doesn't go for it. Verstappen now behind, so we should probably think about letting him go.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.1 seconds.
There he goes. We're just gonna go wide and then slot him behind. Perfect. Maybe get free DRS down the front straight to help us defend along there. So you see, we both miss the apex and go wide. Combination understeer there. Surprised I didn't get a corner cut warning or something then. I had all 4 wheels off the track for a corner. Anyways, we got the DRS, so we're okay down this straight. Albon now behind us. Should probably let him go too. Oh, nice and wide out of turn 2. probably let him go about now. That way we get DRS. But unfortunately, that is not going to be the case. We are too far from Verstappen to get DRS, and Albon did not get close enough to make the overtake. So, Gasly's behind us. So, Stroll pitted then. Yep. So we now have a massive gap between ourselves and Gasly, as you can see on the track map. And we will see very soon what it is. No, we won't. Just kidding. We're into the pits, lap 16 now. It wasn't really anything that happened after that, so it's sort of just me just cruising around, making lap time. Anyways, in we come, get off the hards, onto these beautiful mediums.
Just focus on the rest of the race. Go, go, go.
What mistake? I do not understand you, Jeff. What mistake? 2.4 second pit time, that's not that bad.
2 seconds.
And now we skip on to lap 18 when we catch up to Stroll here. Giovinazzi behind us. There really wasn't anything that happened coming out of the pit lane. Honestly, we dive down the inside of Stroll here. Nicely done. Nice and clean there. Norris and I don't know who else that is. Up ahead, we don't have the DRS. Stroll will have DRS on us, but we're pushing the engine, hopefully, enough. You won't get too close. Yep. We're at is Norris and Grosjean. There we go. Norris and Grosjean. I thought it was Grosjean, so I was correct. Yes, we're going to keep on pushing the engine here. Take a look up the inside of Norris. There we go. Nice and easy. These tires, they feel alive now. I made an adjustment to the front wing angle, and I've made a slight adjustment to my driving style, and the car just feels alive now. It just feels so much better now. Ooh, that was contact. That was contact. I do not want checking the car. No damage on the indicator, so that's good. Should probably check with Jeff though to make sure. Check. Yes, we are.
Quick tyre update for you. Everything's looking nice and tidy on our end. Let us know if you start to feel any issues.
Alright, good. So we didn't mention any damage. So that means we don't have any. Now we're right up on the back of Grosjean. We're going to dive down the inside. We're giving it a look. We do not go for the move. Just going to bide our time until we get on the back straight. We get that DRS. Just gonna keep the engine nice and calm and cool it down. Cool it down. Stroll coming up behind us. He's looking down the inside. We're not going to give him that. We go really, really deep into the braking zone. Accidentally adjusted the differential. It's not something I intended to do. Increase the engine. Just going to drop it now, knowing that Stroll's going to get past. Almost made contact. Actually, I think there was contact almost there, maybe. Almost contact again with the diffuser of the racing point. Not yet the tracing point. Not yet. Not quite close enough for my favourite move in France. And go really, really wide because we're way too eager on the power there. And Stroll just starts pulling away. Quickly catch back up to him thanks to the whole dirty air effect. Very quickly catch back up to him. This will be interesting because Grosjean won't have DRS and both Stroll and I will. Lap 20, by the way. Here we go. Bye-bye, Grosjean. Ooh, Stroll has a bit of a lock-up. Ooh, that was close. That was close to contact. Now we're just going to keep the engine hot. Try and look for a move on the Stroll. Contact, light contact. We're going to drop back now. Need to bring the ERS. Oh, we're going to drive down the inside there. Contact on the rear of my side pods. You get the job done though.
Nice move. Good job.
AI in the 2019 game, they're not entirely the smartest. And then again, since when were the F1 game AI smart? So, Raikkonen up ahead. And there we go. Lap 25 now, we've caught up to them. It was like a 6-second gap. It took us all of our efforts to catch up. Interesting group of 4 here. Anyways, no more talking. Let's go. And so we do get them all. We got all of them. It's actually quite an amazing run there for the last few laps. That was absolutely stunning. One of the best battles I've had in a long time. Anyways, we finished back in the points once again. Continuing that good streak of point finishes for the team Toro Rosso. Unfortunately, I did again have an issue with the cropped file. I did not get the last little bit of the race. It was like a lap at most, and what I did afterwards. But anyways, Lewis Hamilton won the Grand Prix with Valtteri in second, Seb in third. I think it was Seb that was in third. Pierre didn't finish in the points, unfortunately. He dropped down due to his strategy being a 3-stopper. And we were able to confirm the mitigation of the engine upgrade failure, and we got enough resource points to confirm an upgrade for drag reduction going into Austria. Hopefully that will go on the car in time. That was honestly quite an amazing race, to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. It was boring at parts, but it was well worth it for those last few laps. I was just pushing and pushing, throwing the car at everything. Absolutely throwing the car into the corners. It did not like it, I will tell you that. The tyres were stressed. I had to cool them down one lap, but they were that stressed. And that five-way battle was absolutely amazing. Honestly, here, as we can see, it was just amazing to do that run. Those last few laps, just absolutely perfect for me. To be honest, I could not have asked more of it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.